For any of our dear people left that think Memphis is still a great place to put a spring football team, I am here to disprove you once and for all. Welcome to A&W Sports. I hope you have So first on our list we have the NCAA Memphis Tigers, with the average fan attendance of about 30,000. It only barely just passes up halfway in the Liberty Bowl, which is where every team has played since like the 70s and 80s. The Tigers have an okay team, some years okay team at most really, but the fans never truly show up for the games, and thus where it's number one, but it's not by much. Next up, we have the USFL, the Showboats, Memphis Showboats. They were there for a little bit. Nothing really too important with that team, other than they were in Memphis. The average fan attendance of about 28,000. That is lower than the Tigers' football attendance, and it was on the lower end of fan attendance of the USFL. Still, just not the hottest numbers being put up by Memphis. Next up, number 3, we have the NFLmaniacs. This is XFL version 1, by the way. As with the rest of the league, it started off fairly strong with the fan attendance, but it dropped as the year went on. That being said, the average fan attendance was about 20,000, but their lowest attendance and their highest attendance are on two different ends of the spectrum, really. It did not succeed, and the average fan attendance is 6 out of the 8 teams of the XFL. Once again, still pretty bad attendance ratings. Now we have the CFL Mad Dogs. Now the whole CFL Mad Dogs, that's just a failure in every conceivable way. The CFL never belongs in America. We want American football, American made, and American levels of pride. Liberty Bowl wasn't big enough really to have the end zone even squished in there, as you can see in these pictures. It's a pretty bad name, and the stadium was definitely not big enough for the field, but it was vastly too big when it came to fan attendance. The CFL Mad Dogs is a complete and total failure. Good job, Canada. Most recently, we have the Memphis Express, with average fan attendance. The AAF was saying it was around 10,000. By visual evidence, we can easily derive that it is under 5,000. Like, look at the pictures. There's no one there. The AAF tried sticking a team there because of the more popular Nashville Titans. However, the Memphis Express really had no fans, and in all of my time, I have seen but one Memphis Express shirt on a human being. This was a massive failure, and probably, hopefully, the reason Memphis never gets another spring football league anytime soon. And for those of these lovely people thinking that the NFL is the only true football league, well, Memphis failed to support even the Memphis Oilers. Now, the story behind that is fairly simple. The team was based in Memphis. Based in Nashville. They played in Memphis, and no one in Memphis likes Nashville because Nashville is way cooler than Memphis is. They did not show up to the games, and on several occasions there were less than 18,000 fans. That is worse than XFL ratings on average. So, as we know, the NFL can't even last in Memphis, so it's not just a spring football problem. The only sustainable team that is pro there is the basketball Grizzlies, which are number 24 out of the 30 teams in basketball. So it's not looking too great anyway for our dear Memphis fans. So in conclusion, the Memphis Tigers is a mediocre attendance team with the NCAA. It's the best that Memphis has to offer, really. Then we have the USFL Showboats with about 28,000 fans, which was still on the lower attendance side of fans. The XFL was beating that with the Battlehawks. Then we have the Memphis Maniacs with their measly 20,000 fan attendance. That was obviously going down because Vince McMahon shut down the league. This is, Memphis being Memphis, not showing up to their own game. Number 5, we have the CFL Mad Dogs. I wouldn't have even showed up to one of those games, with the opener only getting about 20,000 people in it. Then the Memphis Express, which failed utterly and totally, with under like 5,000 fans per game. Then the Oilers, even had to move because they didn't even have ticket sales to support their team. And then the Grizzlies, which are even looking to move from Memphis. In recent reports, different rumors going around. So yeah, people of Memphis, people on the internet that will see this, just know you are never going to get an NFL team anytime soon, or a spring football league. No offense, but y'all don't show up to the blessings that have been bestowed upon you, and thus my very professional evaluation of Memphis fan attendance. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day, and may the Lord bless you and happy Easter.